6 races down, 2 to go, but 1 in the regular season, and that all ends here today at the Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. Here we are for a 12-lap race to figure out who the final 4 drivers to go for a championship, and this the first season of the Axalta Raptor Truck Series. And it's been a whale of a season already. We've had a lot of fights, a lot of tempers, and a lot of rivalries come down to battle here. And one of the drivers that we're looking at here, possibly having a good shot to get into the Final Four, is Carson Hocevar, 25 points above the cut line. He is your points leader. Second in points is Ben Rhodes. He won the first race on the season. He starts third, 11 points above the cut line. And they have Jack Wood, who's third in points currently, and he is 9 to the good, but he starts in the mid-pack there, so we'll see what he has to do. And then there's these 2 drivers, Stuart Friesen and Raja Caruth. They are tied at the cut line here, so it's going to be interesting to see which one of these 2 will come out on top. Whoever finishes better of these 2 will make it into the Final Four, most likely, as long as Majeski or Sanchez don't gain an extra 15 points up on them. So here are the standings, as you can see, from the Phoenix Raceway, and it's going to be a good battle coming down to the checkered flag here today in Darlington. And what a great track to host a regular season finale. It's a tough one, and it's a 1.36 mile, 23 to 25 degree banked Darlington Raceway, 12 laps with 27 trucks. It's the track too tough to tame, as we've heard so many times. And Nick Sanchez is on pole, trying to get as many points as he can. And here are the rest of the drivers in the entire field. Is Nick Sanchez behind, ahead of William Byron on the front row. Then you have ThorSport drivers Ben Rhodes and Matt Crafton behind them. Then you have Grant Enfinger and Carson Hocevar. Behind them is Stuart Friesen and Raja Caruth. Those 2 are tied at the cut line, remember. And then you have Matt DiBenedetto and Chase Purdy running out your top 10. We have Jack Wood and Taylor Gray behind them. And they're going to have Ty Majeski and Haley Deegan, the remaining 2 with ThorSport trucks. Then you have Zane Smith and Jordan Anderson behind them. Then you have Colby Howard and Jesse Love. And rounding out your top 20 will be Bailey Curry and Daniel Dye. Row 11 will have Brendan Poole and Lawless Sallin. Row 12 is going to have Ryan Vargas and Tyler Ankrum. Behind them, row 13 will be Jake Garcia and Derek Kraus. And once again, starting last this season is Jennifer Jo Cobb in the 10. And if you head on down to CircuitDiecast.com and use the code NMCSRacing, you can get $5 off of shipping on orders over $30 and in the United States. So go on down to CircuitDiecast.com for hats, t-shirts, diecasts, and more. And now with all that out of the way, it's time to get these trucks rolling around this 1.366 mile racetrack at the Darlington Raceway. Nick Sanchez is going to lead the entire field down, and it's definitely going to be a good one here in Darlington, the final regular season race, race 7 out of 8. And it's definitely going to be an exciting one, especially here so close to the wall, slipping and sliding all over the place. And up through the gears they go for the first time today. Green flags in the air for Nick Sanchez. Down to turn 1, he's already clear and sliding way up to the outside retaining wall as Byron follows suit down the back straightaway. Top 3 are single file as they all try to keep it out of the wall, but William Byron's not going to have any sort of caution there. Same for Grant Enfinger, 3 wide to the outside for 3rd. Back up front, though, they're a little bit single file, but the Sanchez machine gets a little bit sideways off turn 2. That allows Byron to get the lead. Oh, he slides in turns number 3 and 4, and that allows the 2 to retake the lead. And across the line, Sanchez leads the opening 2 laps of this race. Here's Rhodes now on 3rd with an advantage over the 23 of Grant Enfinger, and he's going to get a huge run and take it to the inside of Byron into turn 3. That outside lane has such a good run off of turn number 4 and across the line that Ben Rhodes is going to have to try again in turn 1, and he will. A little bit of contact as they get sideways off of each other in turns 1 and 2, and Nick Sanchez continues to pull away. Off of turn 4, right up against the outside wall there, the 2 and the 7 truck. Oh, there's contact and big trouble in turn number 3. It looks like a few trucks are going around, and Jordan Anderson is going to try to escape the fray. And it looks like Taylor Gray and Haley Deegan were involved as well. And let's see what happened here in turns 3 and 4 to bring out our first caution here today. It just looks like they started getting stacked up heading into turn number 3 there. It looks like the 17 tried to get it behind the 13 truck, and he just sideswiped her bumper and sent her around. And it looks like the 3 of Anderson had a little bit of help there from Jack Wood, sending him in as he was trying to avoid the crash. But it looks like all 3 of them will be able to continue as we're going to restart on lap number 7. You see Jack Wood did not pit, so he's not worried about any damage that might be on the racetrack, but he's still mired in the middle of the field. Will he be able to keep his top 4 spots? Green flag is back in the air for Nick Sanchez once again. They try to fan out into turn number 1, and they will. Ben Rhodes slides on the track. They're 3 wide as he goes through the gut, and down the back straightaway already once again. The 2 and the 7 trucks are single file. But Grant Enfinger is going to try to make that charge once again. He's to the inside of the 7 of William Byron. He's going to take over second once again here, heading into turn number 1. And here he is trying to mark his way down to the 2 truck. off of turn number 2 as the 99 continues to lose spots back behind them. He's in the top 4 in points. Will he be able to hold it? Is off of turn number 4. Enfinger is looking for the lead. He'll side draft the 2, and the 2 will side draft him back to turn number 1. Who's going to fight in turns 1 and 2? Oh, there's more contact and trouble. It looks like Hailie Deegan loses a tire and spins out hard on the outside wall in turn 4, and the caution's back out here in Darlington. And let's take a look at the replay here. Hailie Deegan was heading into turn 3 all by herself, and man, the tire just flies right off the truck. The left rear tire just gone. Entering turn 4 right there. Must have been some sort of damage from the previous caution that alluded to that one right there. You see, it just flies off the truck and spins her right around hard. Driver's side first on the outside wall. And she will definitely be the first DNF of the race here today in Darlington. As you can see, she's in the infield with just 2 laps to go in this race. Will not be able to finish, as it's Grant Enfinger and Nick Sanchez that are going to lead us down to the green flag. Who's going to make it to the final 4? Green flag's back on the air, and Sanchez does not get a good restart. They're 3 wide for 3rd, entering turn number 1, and they're going to fall back. Single file here off turn 2. Sanchez is going to try to regroup 3 wide behind them as Grant Enfinger tries to hold on to the lead. Here's Byron now for the point. White flag in the air. A lot of contact there as Enfinger slides all over the place. Sanchez back to 2nd. Best truck all day long. 1 car length behind the leader with half a lap to go. Byron, can he hold off the 2 of Sanchez? Turns 3 and 4 for the final time against the outside wall. Big run off the corner, and Sanchez can't get there, and William Byron's going to win in Darlington. And let's take a look at what happened here on the restart. This is what cost the 2 truck the win, it seems, as he was able to get past everybody. I mean, just right after this, and the 2 truck just was not able to regroup fast enough to be able to get up to the 7 and pass him and win here in Darlington. And the 7 of Byron will burn it down on the French straightaway here at the Lady in Black, the Too Tough to Tame racetrack. And once again, it just seems like the story from the last few weeks. The 2 truck just cannot close out a race and win it. But you see here, Byron, Sanchez, Friesen, Enfinger, and DiBenedetto, your top 5 in the race results. And I think Stuart Friesen will lock himself in over the 24 of Raja Caruth, as there's a 7-position difference between those guys. And you see a lot of the drivers back here. None of them were really going for the top 4 points. So, I guess not necessarily a good or bad thing for them, but a definitely tough season for all those guys back there, as most of them have been there for the majority of the time. But anyways, here is the point standings heading into the final race of the season. The top 4 running for a championship will be Carson Hocevar, Ben Rhodes, Stuart Friesen, and Mr. Consistency Jack Wood. And Raja Caruth will miss out by just 6 points. You see there, Sanchez 11 back. Even if he did win the race, that would have been an extra 5 points. Still would have been 6 back to the guys ahead of him in the top 4. And once again here, 16th through 26th, mathematically eliminated for all these drivers. Just quite a few races ago, didn't really have a chance at battling for the championship at all really this year. But tough luck for them. Maybe next time they'll have a better shot. And that's it here from the Darlington Raceway and the regular season for the first ever Axalta Raptor Truck Series season. Congratulations to William Byron and all of his fans once again. And heading into Talladega, all bets are off. It's time to battle for a championship in Talladega, one of the most chaotic racetracks to ever try to do it in. And better place your bets on who you think is going to win the trophy here in the first ever Axalta Raptor Truck Series season. Who do you think it's going to be? Will it be Mr. Consistency Jack Wood? Will it be Ben Rhodes? Will it be Stuart Friesen? Or will it be Carson Hocevar? It's definitely going to have to be something you have to wait for. And yeah, that's it here from Darlington. Talladega is going to be a fun one. But until then, we'll see you next time.